Hey guys, SPOOFOMANIA here, and today I'm going to be telling you my Oscar predictions for the 2012 Oscars. I'm going to be telling you four things for each for 10 categories. The four things are who will win the category, who could win the category, like who has a chance, who should win, who deserves to win, and who got snubbed in that category. So I'm going to be telling you 10 categories and 10 major categories and my predictions in each. So let's start off with Best Supporting Actor. The nominees are Kenneth Branagh for My Week with Marilyn, Jonah Hill for Moneyball, Nick Nolte for Warrior, Christopher Plummer for Beginners, and Max von Sydow for Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. For who could win, I'm going to say that Kenneth Branagh could win. Who should win is Nick Nolte. Warrior was one of my favorite movies of last year, and he gave the best performance in that movie. I was really glad to see he was nominated. Even though he probably won't win, it's still good to see that he was nominated. But then who definitely will win is Christopher Plummer. He is more like a shoo-in in this category, more than anybody else in pretty much any other category this whole year. And he deserves it. He was great in Beginners. And who got snubbed for this category? I'm just going to say Albert Brooks. I loved his performance in Drive. I could say that Bryan Cranston too, but he was kind of a smaller role in that movie. And Andy Serkis did get snubbed, but I wasn't really expecting him to get a nomination. I mean, this is the Academy we're dealing with. They don't really nominate anything that's kind of new and innovative and stuff like that. So, yeah, so those are my picks for Best Supporting Actor. Now for Best Supporting Actress, I'm going to say, well, the five nominations are Bernice Bejo for The Artist, Jessica Chastain for The Help, Melissa McCarthy for Bridesmaids, Janet McTeer for Albert Nobbs, and Octavia Spencer for The Help. For who should win, I'm going to say Bernice Bejo. I loved her in The Artist. I think she gave one of the strongest performances this year. And who could win, I think she also could win. So she is both my should and could win pick. So then for will win, I'm going to say Octavia Spencer. She's won pretty much every other award. And I think she's another kind of a shoo-in. And who got snubbed is the only person I could really say that got snubbed was Shailene Woodley for The Descendants. I didn't feel like Janet McTeer had to be nominated, and I feel like that was her slot that was kind of taken away. But still, yeah, so expect Octavia Spencer to win the Oscar. So next up is Best Original Screenplay. The nominees are The Artist, Bridesmaids, Margin Call, Midnight in Paris, and A Separation. The Artist could win. It has a chance of winning. But who should win and who probably will win is Midnight in Paris. It was a great script written by Woody Allen, and they'll probably give it to him. But who got snubbed? I like a lot of people are probably expecting me to say this, but 50-50 got snubbed. It was my favorite movie of last year, and it had a great screenplay too. And I feel like that movie just really got snubbed. Will Reiser wrote it, and I just love that movie and the screenplay. Next up is Best Adapted Screenplay. The nominees are The Descendants, Ides of March, Hugo, Moneyball, and Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. For who could win, I'm going to say The Descendants. They're probably going to win maybe Best Actor. They could be winning a lot of things. And they have a chance of winning this. But for who should win, I'm going to say The Ides of March. I really like that script. I feel like that was a really underrated movie last year. And I had a really good time watching that movie. But probably won't win. But I guess we'll see. The movie that will win Best Adapted Screenplay, I think, will be Moneyball. It's going to be between Moneyball and The Descendants. Both movies have a good shot in this category. But I really like the script in Moneyball. I feel it was a lot sharper than the one in The Descendants. And Aaron Sorkin wrote it, who is he's one of the best screenwriters out there. So up next is Best Animated Feature Film of the Year. The nominees are Cat in Paris, Chico and Rita, Kung Fu Panda 2, Puss in Boots, and Rango. And I feel like a lot of movies got snubbed in this category, specifically Arthur Christmas, which was one of my favorite animated movies last year, and also The Adventures of Tintin, which actually wasn't able to be nominated since it was like motion capture, and I don't really get that rule. But for who could win, I'm going to say that Cat in Paris. I haven't seen it, but I've heard some like positive buzz about it. They might give it to it. I don't know. But I think the movie that's pretty much a shoo-in in this category is Rango, and Rango also deserves to win. It was a great movie. It was a really fun movie. It's for kids and adults, so people of all ages. So I expect Rango to win. Also, next up is Best Directing. The nominees are Woody Allen for Midnight in Paris, Michelle Hazanavicius for The Artist, Terrence Malick for A Tree of Life, Alexander Payne for The Descendants, and Martin Scorsese for Hugo. For who could win in this category, I'm going to say that it's both Alexander Payne and Martin Scorsese. Both of them have a shot at winning. And but who should win? I think it's Martin Scorsese. He really directed the crap out of Hugo. I love that movie. But in the end, I think Michelle Hazanavicius for The Artist will probably win this award. The Artist is going to be really big on Oscar night. It's going to win a bunch of awards, probably even Best Picture. So yeah, so I think it's gonna win Best Directing. There are two people that I feel really got snubbed in this category. The two are David Fincher for The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and Steven Spielberg. I was expecting them both to get a nomination, but David Fincher, like he always he's made so many good movies, and he's only been nominated for one, which was last year for The Social Network. Like he's never been nominated for Fight Club or Zodiac. I mean, the Academy must really hate him or something. He must have done something. But I don't know. He deserves a lot more recognition than he actually got. Next is Best Visual Effects. The nominees are Harry Potter 7, Hugo, Real Steel, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and Transformers, Dark Side of the Moon. Who got snubbed in this category, I think, was Super 8. Just with the whole train crash sequence, it was one of my favorite scenes of the year. So I feel like they got snubbed a little bit. But who should win is Harry Potter. I was kind of between this, Harry Potter, and Rise of the Planet of the Apes, but I'm going to give it to Harry Potter Part 2, just because I love the special effects in that movie, and also I just love that movie, and I feel like I just wanted to win at least one award. But Hugo could win, has a chance of winning. It's going to be, it's the only movie that was nominated that's actually a contender for Best Picture, so who knows. And Rise of the Planet of the Apes, I think in the end will win, which I will be perfectly fine with. I love that movie. And am I the only one that found it kind of surprising that Real Steel was nominated? I mean, I love that movie, but like, I don't know, the special effects weren't like as great as Super 8 or any of those movies. But so that's for visual effects. Now the last couple of categories are Best Picture, Best Actor, and Best Actress. The three main categories. So for Best Actor, I'm gonna say the nominees are Damien Bashir for A Better Life, George Clooney for The Descendants, Jean Dujardin for The Artist, Gary Oldman for Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, and Brad Pitt for Moneyball. For who could win, I think it's George Clooney. I really liked his performance in The Descendants, but I didn't love it as much as I thought I would. But who should win? I really liked Brad Pitt in Moneyball, so I'm going to say that he should win this category. I think he's kind of due to. He won the Golden Globe, I think, in like 1995 for 12 Monkeys, where he gave a great performance. And then he was the favorite for the Oscar, but he lost to Kevin Spacey for The Usual Suspects, which I was fine with, because that's one of my favorite movies of all time. But I think he's due. I think it's his time to win it, even though I don't think he will. But the person who I think will win is Jean Dujardin for The Artist, because he gave a great performance in this movie, great silent performance. And the only problem is, like, I don't know where he's going to go from after this, because he can't speak that much English. And so I don't know, like, if he's just going to go back to France and, like, do some French films, or if he's going to try to transition into American films. I guess we'll see. But he gave a great performance, and I hope he wins over George Clooney, because he did give a better performance than him. For Best Actor, there are a bunch of snubs. I feel like Ryan Gosling for Drive got snubbed, Joseph Gordon-Levitt in one of my favorite movies, 50-50, and Michael Fassbender for Shame, which I was almost sure he would get a nomination, but he ended up not getting one. But it's too bad, because they all gave really powerhouse performances. Next up is Best Actress, and the nominees are Glenn Close, Viola Davis, Rooney Mara, Meryl Streep, and Michelle Williams. For who could win, I'm going to say Michelle Williams. She was really praised for her performance in My Week with Marilyn, so she has a shot here. For who probably should win is Rooney Mara for Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I loved her performance in that movie. She won't win because they usually don't give it to people that are like really young or anything. But she probably won't win, but it would be amazing to see her win. But the two it's between for this category is Meryl Streep and Viola Davis. I hope it goes to Meryl Streep is another could win. She could win the award, but I think Viola Davis has it in the bag. To me, in the Best Actress category, there's only really one snub, and that was Tilda Swinton for We Need to Talk About Kevin. I felt like she gave a really great performance in that movie, and that I think she should have been nominated instead of maybe like Glenn Close or someone. It's going to be between those two, but I hope it goes to Viola Davis. Now finally, we get to Best Picture. The nominees for Best Picture are The Artist, The Descendants, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, The Help, Hugo, Midnight in Paris, Moneyball, The Tree of Life, and Warhorse. So nine nominees. A movie that I think should win this category is The Artist. I love this movie. it really surprised me. I went into it thinking that it's gonna be one of those movies that critics are really gonna love, but it maybe a lot of people won't love it. But I really loved it. It was one of the first silent films I think I've ever seen, especially the first one I've ever seen in the theaters, and I just really thoroughly enjoyed it. There are three contenders for the movies I think could win. The three are The Descendants, The Help, and Hugo. They all have a shot at it. The Descendants won I think they won the Golden Globe for Best Drama. The Help won the SAG Award for Best Ensemble Cast, and Hugo is directed by Martin Scorsese. So, I mean, they all have a shot at it. But I think in the end it will go to The Artist, and it definitely deserves to go to The Artist. The Artist was a great movie. I wish more people would see it, but it was just a really enjoyable movie that's going to really surprise you if you do go see it. For who got snubbed in this category, there are a bunch of movies that deserved it a lot more than it, especially Tree of Life and Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. Like a few of them, just to name a few, were 50-50, Warrior Drive, Girl with Dragon Tattoo. They all deserve to be nominated in this category. But what are you gonna do? So those are my picks, predictions for the 2012 Oscars. The award show is this Sunday, so if you are into movies, then check it out. In the comments below, if you want, leave what movies you thought got snubbed, what movies you hope will win, or just in general, what movies you really like this year. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye.